They've worked back at their original range, so they have their damage-dealing battleships in at 0, and their other ships 30 kilometers away.
Alright, and we are up, so I'll go ahead and give you our blue team comp here. We have Belvarn, 2 Oracles, Neros, Maulus, Vengeance, and Crucifier.
And on the red team insurance squad, we have a Vindicator, a Kronos, and a Neros, Keres, 3 Jaguars, and a Mollis.
And I can tell you, having flown this very Belgorn setup, this is actually a very effective team comp. The Belgorn range controls, while the Oracles pull out range and kite. And the Oracles can project damage at quite a good distance, while the Belgorn can hold down ships at quite a good distance. So, and it allows the Oracles to blade down quite a bit of damage without really being touched. And we'll see how this goes down. The match is now underway.
Yep, and we have the 2 battleships of the red team burning towards the blue team. It appears that they're going straight at them, which is interesting. You probably don't want to get within newt range and web range of that Balgon, but it appears they are. So, yep, that could be a tactical problem right there.
Well, with the Kronos and a Vindicator, I don't know how much choice they're going to have. If they have to commit with those ships, they're going to try to, I guess, take out the Belgorn first. The other idea, I guess, would have been to kind of kite around and see if they can catch one of the Oracles, but the Oracles aren't having any of it. They're pulling back and kiting behind the Belgorn, leaving the Belgorn down as a wall that the blue team is not going to be able to burn past. I'm sorry, red team is not going to be able to burn past.
Exactly, but that is a wall that they are trying to knock down, and that Balgorn is going into armor. But the first Vindicator for Fafr is dropping to low shield. The Oracles are primering the Vindicator of Fafr, and the Vindicators are piling onto Zam3U in his Balgorn. He's dropping now into 70% armor, and he's going down steadily.
It'll be interesting to see.
Cannot keep up.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Belgorn can manage to cap out one of these blaster boats in time to allow his Neros to pull the reps back or not. That, I think, is the race right now. Is the logistics can't keep up the reps on the Belgorn against this much DPS, but the Belgorn can neutralize some of the incoming DPS by neuting one of these ships dry. And it'll come down to see if that happens or not. The Vindicator is taking damage, but not really enough. It's being repped, so he's holding, and the Belgorn is steadily but slowly dropping.
Yeah, exactly. And look at that. Oh. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. Oracle is taken. He's down. He's down. What's interesting here, though, is on the Vindicator team with the Aneros, they can't supply any cap to those Vindicators. They only have their local cap injectors. So this war of attrition with the Balgorn just cap. Eventually, those Vindicators are just going to have nothing left.
There's the Belgorn, deep armor. Still pulling back, but he's bleeding into structure now.
Yep, he's well into structure now, and I think he'll be going down soon. But those Vindicators have to be low on cap, and they're going to have to chase down those Oracles. Whether or not they're going to be able to do that remains to be seen. And they will be tracking instructed by the Crucifiers. So if the Oracles can keep range, even if they switch to null, those Vindicators will be unlikely to hit them.
Belgorn, deep structure, is he going to drop? He is gone. Belgorn is down, and a Vengeance goes with him. The tides have certainly turned here now.
Yep, exactly. We've got the damage dealing potential of the blue team really right now is just the Oracles. 2 Oracles on the field versus a Vindicator and a Kronos.
Indeed, with both Oneros still up, I'm not sure how this is going to go. I mean, the Vindicator and Kronos are going to be able to break something if they can get on top of it, but the issue at this point is getting on top of it. Oh, there we go. Trash Ice just took a big volley from somebody. I think he might be in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Tackle on the red team.
Yeah, he is.
Jaguars are fantastic tacklers. They're really, really fast, really agile. They can get on top of things before they can react.
Yeah, and Trash Ice is in deep trouble here. He's got a Kronos and a Vindicator on top of him, 290% webs if they're there, and that's just, he's not going anywhere except for down.
Yeah, exactly. Oracles, they're really nice ships unless you have a Vindicator and a Kronos on top of you.
It's interesting.
And this next target is the Neros, and he appears is bleeding through shield. I don't see any repping there, but he's going down slowly, so he could be a passive shield tank to Neros right there. But he's going down steadily. I expect him to be dying very, very soon.
The Crucifier is going down, and Maulus is holding on the red team there, so it doesn't look like any of the red team ships are going to drop.
Yeah, this is exactly what the red team need from this, though. A solid victory. When they take the victory here, which I'm sure they will, it'll be 1 each. So then we'll have a real battle royale for the final match. The winner of the final fight in this best of 3 will be proceeding through to the next round, and the losers will not.
They go down to the losers bracket. We see the Crucifier here at half armor. Basically, all the ships on the Deepwater team have taken some damage. I'm not sure if there's not good focus fire going down, or they're splitting damage here to try to, take out the Oneros. The Oneros is slowly taking some armor damage, although he's not pulling anything back. So this is just drones on him at this point. Now we have a Chronos shooting him. But keep in mind, the Oneros' Tech 2 Galente has extremely high kinetic and thermal resist, which the damage type of Chronos Vindicator will put down. Blaster boats are heavy kinetic thermal, so he is naturally resistant to those damages.
Yeah, with that Oneros orbiting though, and that Chronos, he's going to be struggling to track him, especially with the tracking disruption which is on that Chronos and has been on that Chronos the entire match. So if that Oneros just orbits around, he's not going to just automatically track him. What the Chronos needs to be doing right now, because he isn't webbed, is using his range to reduce the transversal of that Oneros so he can hit.
Indeed, orbiting is an instinct a lot of us get into when we're flying, but when you're flying a big blaster boat against a small signature target, you need to break that instinct and stop or approach or do something other than keep transversal. Transversal is the last thing you want. But Crucifier goes down. We just have a Mollis and Oneros left on the blue team side, and they are dropping as well. We'll see if they go down before time is up here. GFs are going down local.
You can see those Jaguars burning in towards the Oneros. Once they get some more webs on that Oneros, his orbiting is going to be massively reducing effectiveness. And that Chronos, as soon as he starts tracking that Oneros, you're going to see him melting. The Mollis, on the other hand, is keeping at range and kiting.
Yeah, it seems like the Chronos pilot heard me because he has stopped moving now.
Exactly. These Jaguars, though, they're fast. They're going to catch that Mollis. So as soon as this Oneros is down, that Mollis will follow shortly.
It's interesting, this fight has moved quite a long ways off the beacon. All the ships are, well, almost all the ships are about 100 kilometers off. We have like a stray Mollis in here 20 kilometers from where we're sitting, the carries at 10, but, considering they started, there goes the Oneros, just finally got damage on him and he exploded. But this fight has kind of drifted over 100 and change kilometers of the grid. Yeah,
exactly, and like a swarm of angry bees, the Jaguars are going after that Mollis. Here's the first. In fact, we have under a Mollis, which is interesting.
A Mollis duel. That's
Mollis versus Mollis.
Very decisive victory this time for Insurance Fraud. Brings the best of 3 back even. We'll have to go to a tiebreaker third match here. It'll be interesting to see what these two groups decide to do. Yeah,
exactly. It's a shame we had the problems with the tool at the beginning and it was a delayed start. But when this match came, it was certainly an exciting match and a turnaround. The first match of the day was a 2-0 victory for an easy advancement. But for this one, yeah, it was going right to the line here.
And Wallace finally got caught, structure bleeding away, and it should be down momentarily. Should see a nice shiny explosion here. And there it goes. So a total hell death, even though that Termin is now dead and buried, a total hell death for Insurance Fraud. And we will move on to a third match. So congratulations, Insurance Fraud. 1-1, evening it up now, and we'll see you here in just a few minutes, hopefully issue free this time for a third match. Thanks.